Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Donald J. Trump saves TikTok once again. Yeah, greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. You know it's your favorite Jamaican. Thank you for tuning in to Deeprootstv. If you have not subscribed as yet, I'm asking you to hit that red subscribe button. Give me a follow on TikTok. Don't you flip-flop. If you notice, I have not been vlogging. Yes, I'm sorry for the lack of participation, but I had to unplug from the internet. But today, President Donald J. Trump has signed an executive order saving TikTok from a ban while protecting America's national security. Now, President Trump has determined that the devastating online framework that has been circulating is very important, in which TikTok, the U.S. application, would be operating by a new joint venture company based on U.S. soil. It is qualified to divest. It will be the majority owner of the U.S. investors, operated in the U.S. by a board of director with national security and cybersecurity credentials, and subject to strict rules and protecting American data of national security. ByteDance will hold less than 20% of the stock as required by the law. Choose only one director of the 7-seated board on the exclusive company security committee. Oracle, one of the nation's leading technology company, will act as TikTok security provider and independent monitor and assure the safety of all operations in the U.S. The operations in the U.S. is vital to the national security concern and complies with the Protecting America from Foreign Adversary Control Application Act by removing TikTok in the United States from China's control. The divester put the operation of the algorithm code and content moderation decision under the control of the new joint venture. The divestiture prohibits the storage of sensitive U.S. user data in the manner that would allow such data to be used under control of foreign adversary. All U.S. user data will be stored in trusted, secured, and proposed built cloud environment and U.S. run by Oracle. The divestiture include intense monitoring of software update, the algorithm, the data flow, and its required all recommend model, including algorithm that use the U.S. user data to be retained and monitored by U.S. trusted security partner. This ensure U.S. content is free from improper manipulation. The order direct the Attorney General not to take action in force act for 120 days to allow the divestiture to be completed. President Trump found a solution for the 170 million Americans who use TikTok, ensuring user will be able to safely enjoy its safe global TikTok experience and view content from around the world with the confidence that their data is secure in the United States. American content creators rely on TikTok for livelihood, using to build audience, share their talents, and generate income in the increased digital economy. Similarly, American-based business, large and small alike, depend on TikTok vast reach for advertising content, which cuts consumers and drive the economy growth. Though this deal is not final as yet, President Trump has found a way to keep TikTok operational while resolving these national security issues with new American investment and control. Preserving TikTok business will generate $178 billion in the economy activities in the U.S. over the next 4 years and sustain thousands of U.S. jobs and business. President Trump has demonstrated time and time again his ability to close deals and put America and its citizens first. President Trump has a long track record of national security and foreign policy success, including enacting the Abraham Accord, replacing NAFTA with the USMCA, and brokering the Phase 1 China trade deal. Since returning to office, President Trump and his administration has secured the release of 72 detained Americans abroad. President Trump's bold trade strategy had yielded historic agreement with major trading partners, including the European Union, United Kingdom, Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, Vietnam, and more, unlocking unprecedented investment in the United States and expanded market access for American goods. As President Trump pressure led Panama to exit China Belt and Road Initiative, a debt trap diplomacy scheme that China Communist Party used to gain influence over developing nations. Now the president, and if we can save it, I think that would be a very good thing. And I think it would become economically good for America. Now, I'm reading this article here, ladies and gentlemen, from the White House fact sheet. And of course, as you heard, it's skewed favorably towards the president, as President Trump promised that he would save TikTok during his campaign run. And this can be one of those things that he says, a promise made, a promise kept. But as you see on the screen, these are the three tycoons that will be invested in the TikTok app. And this is a data grab, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. These are the new technocrats that will be digitally capturing our ever movement, setting the algorithms, censoring our speeches, and following us digitally everywhere we go for the rest of our life. Now, I want to welcome you to TikTok USA, as the United States president has promised his population that he will save TikTok. And President Trump now has turned over the multi-billion-dollar app to three technocrats, Oracle and Palantir owner, and others will be providing the security, meaning they will be the overseer of our digital footprint from now on. So I want to say congratulations to the United States of America and millions, hundreds of millions of TikTok users in the US, as President Trump has promised he will save TikTok. So he has delivered his promise, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deeprootstv. Thank you for tuning in to the Rastaman channel. Like I said, if you have not subscribed as yet, if you have not followed me on TikTok, go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Deeprootstv. Give me a call on the WhatsApp. Number is down in the lower right hand corner. And as we speak about the US, I'm going to keep it, in the US.